4 wild stories you definitely need to be aware of happening in Northwest Arkansas, and one of them involves the Waltons. Shocker. So, let's talk about that. Hey everybody, if you don't know who I am, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. If you're wondering where I actually was a real estate broker in the horrible, dumpster fire, no good state of Illinois, the worst. Anyways, I could have moved anywhere I wanted to in America. I went to Asheville, I went to Boise, I went to Colorado, I went to Golden, Boulder, Texas. I actually didn't go to Texas, don't go to Texas. I went to, where else did I go to? I went to Huntsville, Tennessee, you name it, I've probably been there to see if it's the best place to live in America. By far, Northwest Arkansas takes the cake. If you ever want to talk about why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America, call me, text me, let's meet up for coffee, definitely come on down. Let's meet up for coffee and we can talk about all those reasons why. But without further ado, let's jump right into the content. All right, and the results finally came out that the Walton Business School in University of Arkansas has ranked #1 again for supply chain management. Are we shocked at all? The answer is no. Their undergraduate ranked #1 and their graduate ranked #2 in America. So if you have any interest of supply chain, I guess people get interested in that. But anyways, basically, if you in supply chain whatsoever, and that's what I mean, if you were involved in moving product, any sort of thing moving on anywhere in basically the world, Northwest Arkansas is by far the best place to get educated. Walton Business School is by far the best place to get educated, and the University of Arkansas is the place as well. Now, we're all aware why it's #1 is because the biggest supplier of everything in the world is Walmart. Exists right here. So it definitely is a breeding ground for you go from Walton Business School to Walmart because they kind of train you in that. So obviously it's one of those unique situations where you can go for your undergraduate or even graduate and end up in a very well-paid position in Walmart. You kind of live in the same area. But again, having the #1 school of supply chain management is a big thing on a resume. So not only does Walmart obviously have a huge supply chain here, but there's a lot of other bigger supply chain things like junk brands. We have Tyson, of course, for supply chain management. We have JB Hunt, which is more transportation, but still supply chain. We have a bunch of other decent size, mid to large size companies that do supply chain stuff. Some of them are connected to Walmart, some of them are not. But regardless, even if you end up staying here, getting your degree, #1 degree in America for supply chain, staying here for a couple years and then hitting the road, it will carry you for a long time. So again, it's been for a couple years in a row now, so it's not incredibly shocker. But again, if you are looking for a good, consistent job in moving product, come to Northwest Arkansas for that one. And the second crazy thing we need to talk about happening in Northwest Arkansas, actually a little tidbit, is actually involving Tulsa and Northwest Arkansas. And I haven't talked about this in about maybe 2 years now, or 2.5 years. Oh, it's been a while. Is the connection between Tulsa and Northwest Arkansas. A couple of years ago, the current governor at the time, Governor Asa Hutchinson, and the governor of Oklahoma made it basically a pact, an agreement, that they're going to connect Northwest Arkansas and Tulsa on a basically interstate highway. That highway is 412. Just a little bit backstory, you can understand where I'm going here. 612, and these are all numbers too, so you're what is this guy? Who cares? 612 is a highway that connects 49, that will connect 49 to 412, so it'd be a bypass. It'll be bypassing. You know what, long story short, it's gonna be a bypass to make 412 easier to access from 49. A lot of numbers, long story short, you probably don't care because you may or not live here yet, but regardless, 612 will connect to 412. I digress, but what the whole point of the story is that they are still continuing to push making 412 basically an interstate highway between Northwest Arkansas and Tulsa. There's been a lot of land that in between those two cities that has been kind of just pushed zoning towards not commercial but more industrial or kind of commercial setting. They plan honestly to make a huge interstate of connected basically commerce between the two things, but basically making a huge hub between Tulsa and Northwest Arkansas of just product, of not storage but industrialness. Because as a lot of the West Coast and East Coast and the South, meaning Florida, empty out toward the center of America, a lot of the businesses come with them. So we need to keep up with the infrastructure and the construction and the commercial and the industrial side of all those businesses that are coming to the area. So I digress to say that 412 is continuing to be built out. It hasn't been fully established yet. The one thing on this article did mention that everyone was kind of concerned about is 412 will divert and go around Siloam Springs and then over to Tulsa versus cut through. That was always kind of an unknown thing. They're going around, which makes a lot of sense because that's going to be a huge amount of money to cut right through a city. Anyways, 412 is still on the docket. It really isn't going to be fully funded and established, ready for construction, probably for another 2 to 3 years. It won't be until 612 is finished, but 412 is on the map, and it'll create a huge, probably multi-billion-dollar connection, actually more than that. I would say tens of, 20s of billions of dollars of connection between Northwest Arkansas and Tulsa, and be a hub for a lot of transportation. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. I made something for you. I made something called 3-day itineraries. So maybe you're looking to move down to the area, check out the area. I have itineraries like day by day, like city by city, thing by thing, exactly what to do when you get into the area. So maybe you're a venturer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids, whatever it is. I have 3-day itineraries linked down below for you. So go ahead and download them and use them when you get down here. Also, if you're looking to move down here, I made something called instant home updates. So maybe you're using things like Redfin, Zillow.com, or Realtor.com. Way too slow. Notifications, way too slow. That's why I made something called instant home updates. Sounds exactly what it is. Literally, it's instant home updates. So enter your information below: name, bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage. Where do you want to move to Northwest Arkansas? Let me know all the information below. I'll make sure you don't miss a single notification when it comes for homes for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, every single Friday, I send an email out just kind of talking about all the cool things happening in Northwest Arkansas. What's going on in downtown Bentonville? What's going on in Fayetteville? What's going on in downtown Rogers? Who's coming to the Walmart Amphitheater? What's going on in the Walmart Amp in downtown Fayetteville? What new construction's happening? What new builders coming here? What new... So many things all the time. All the time! Enter your name below. Enter your email below. I'll make sure you get that email every single Friday, but I need you to be aware. I need you to be present in this next little conversation. You will get a little fear of missing out, little FOMO, so to speak. But I promise you will be the most informed person eventually when you make your way down through Northwest Arkansas. And the third crazy thing happening in Northwest Arkansas is actually a brand new luxury 120 unit basic condominium is being built in Northwest Arkansas. So I'm a big fan of this. They say the price point is going to be from 175 to 400,000, 450,000. I give a little like suspicious look at the 175. I mean, it's Bentonville, so we'll see. But let's just assume it's to be true. Regardless, the reason I'm excited for this is as Northwest Arkansas grows, they can't really have many more like large scale single family home complexes. They have to leverage townhouses and condos more and more and more. Just because land is scarce, we all know, but there's a lot of land in Northwest Arkansas, don't get me wrong. But land in downtown Bentonville or Bentonville proper is definitely more scarce. So having that kind of condominium townhouse size is great. So I definitely appreciate that, because as more people move here, and of course I work with a lot of people on a day-to-day basis that are moving here, they don't always want, honestly, a backyard or something to maintain. They'd rather honestly buy a condominium. These are honestly people moving from New York or California or Texas or Chicago or Minneapolis or Colorado, and they're used to that living style. They don't want a massive backyard. I've actually had some clients who actually got not wanting to purchase a home because the backyard is too much. The flowers are too much. And these are just like a young couple that want to just work for a company and do things and come home and do and live. They don't want to have to maintain stuff. So it's good to see those condominiums coming down the pipeline. This is one of them that's on the docket, 120 units. Great to see. Awesome. Excited for it. It'll connect directly to the trail system, which is Bentonville's big push. So excited to see that happen. And the fourth crazy thing to happen in Northwest Arkansas is that the Waltons spent another $34 million in Bentonville. Call crazy. Not really, it's obviously obvious. But so they actually bought an apartment complex near Fayetteville Field. I would consider this apartment complex to be, we'll say, needed a little bit of a facelift, so to speak. I will assume that they're going to let the leases expire and then tear them down, is my assumption. Fayetteville Field is and that whole Fayetteville and the whole garden over there is a very pretty area. I'm assuming that they're going to want to put more condos and more luxury townhouses there, is my assumption. It's going to be a Blue Crane project, which if you've been following them whatsoever, they've kind of captured the architectural community in Bella Vista. They bought a land over a lot in Bella Vista. They're building a downtown section of Bella Vista. They're building a new hotel over in downtown Bentonville. They're building, what else are they building at the moment? They are building Lumen. No, they're not doing that one. There's a couple other ones that they might have their fingers in, but not like on paper. Regardless, they are buying they actually have some stuff going in downtown Springdale. They are buying the $34 million property. They're probably going to let the leases move along, flatten it, build it up. That's just my assumption. There's no indicator, but I assume with that land is as valuable as it is, $34 million, they have to recoup a lot of that, and this is a long-term play for them. So the only way for them to really recoup that, the places there are not like things you want to flip per se. You want to just kind of and then rebuild. So that's my assumption. It will be incredibly pretty when it's done because it does overlook the lake near Theoden. It overlooks the actual airport, so it's going to be really nice over there. So that's kind of a new exciting project that's going to be coming down the pipeline for Walton land. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. Sounds exactly what it is, literally a starter pack of all the cool things in Northwest Arkansas. It comes with a 120-page guide of the whole area. It comes with what's the school system like, what's the healthcare like, what is it city by city, population, all the things you want to know about Northwest Arkansas. Boop, 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 boop. Package shipped right to your home, right to your home. Comes with stickers, comes with cards, comes with postcards. It also comes with my handy dandy new coloring book. Let me do a little Vanna White for a second. It's actually reversed like that. That's kind of cool. Anyways, comes with my NWA coloring book. That is the price of admission. Speaking of admission, it is my favorite four-letter F word. Free! So enter your information below and make sure to get the package shipped to you right away. Also, a little side note, I didn't mention this before. It does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. Just to let you know. And when you do come down here, I can give you the $10 tour so I can kind of show you around the whole area. Plus, we can check out some home for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar would go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, it's the next one.